Hi, I'm Corny, and this time I get to open the show. Yay! It's the month of June, and tonight's episode is all about brides and weddings. Yay! So, let's go ahead and do the opening credits and get on with the show! Yay! Tuning in. Hello, Fiji. Been a long time no see. Being that we just entered June and wedding season, we decided to show a movie where weddings are part of the plot. Sort of. Tonight's feature is Hatchet for the Honeymoon, and it is a rather odd movie. It is a film from 1970, directed by Mario Bava, who penned the script along with Santiago Mercado. It stars Stephen Forsythe, Dagmar Lysander, and Laura Betty. The story centers around the character of John Harrington, played by Forsythe, who is a 30-year-old playboy with a self-diagnosed insanity. He claims to be a paranoid and says it amuses him. Harrington suffers from visions of a woman calling out his name with very sad eyes. To cope, he unalives brides on their wedding day. Yes, I know we can't say the other word because YouTube overlords don't like it. But anyway, he unalives the brides on their wedding day, and with each attack, he gets a little more of the vision that is haunting him. It's a very strange movie. In the first few minutes, you will think it's going to be a low-budget slasher. Yeah. But no. It quickly seems more like a psychological thriller. And then finally, you realize it's also a ghost story. The production suffered from money issues, at one point even having to be shut down completely, and a rather unsatisfied and unhappy cast. Originally, there was no role for Betty, so the subplot of Harrington's wife was written and sort of takes over the story. This really upset Dagmar, who was told she would be the female lead of the movie, but found her part cut substantially. She would go on to sue the producer and win. While Forsythe gives a decent performance as the insane protagonist, no one seems enthusiastic in their roles. Still, there is a part of the story that is rather interesting and has a satisfying ending. So go ahead and grab your popcorn, your beverage of choice, and let's enjoy Hatchet for the Honeymoon.
Just a minute, Mildred. My name is John Harrington. I'm 30 years old. I am a paranoiac. Paranoiac. An enchanting word. So civilized and full of possibilities. The fact is, I am completely mad. The realization of which annoyed me at first, but is now amusing to me. Quite amusing. Nobody suspects that I am a madman. A dangerous murderer. Not Mildred, my wife. Nor the employees of my fashion center. Nor, of course, my customers. Poor little fly. Why are you so daring? You're so fragile. And yet you're born. You reproduce yourself and you die like men. The difference is that you don't think. And you don't need to remember. You don't fear death because you ignore it. Your insignificant life is a mere biological accident. But death exists, I can assure you. And that is what makes life a ridiculous and brief drama. But the fact remains that I have killed 5 young women, 3 of whom are buried in the hothouse. Carol, Mary, Margaret. They were the friendliest, the most attractive ones. There is one problem. I must go on wielding the cleaver. It's most annoying. But when I begin to hear those footsteps, those stealthy footsteps, I know I must kill. And I shall have to continue killing until I find out the whole truth. That's it. Until I find out the whole truth. Good morning, Mildred. Did you sleep well last night?
You know I never sleep well. It's pointless to ask me the same question every day.
How sad, another bride killed. Sad. But fortunately, she paid for her wedding dress in advance. Have you made any decisions about what we spoke of yesterday?
I'll never give you a divorce. Never. We shall stay married until death do us part.
That's a vague answer. They didn't suspect that death was going to part them so soon.
You're in my power, John. The banks, the wholesalers. Everything works thanks to my money. None of this would exist if it weren't for little old me.
Yes, but don't forget. I inherited the house and the fashion business. From my mother.
A mountain of ruins buried in debt. That's all it was, and you know it. That's when I had the misfortune of finding a completely useless husband. I have records right down to the last penny I've invested. Stop that! Better listen to me carefully, John Harrington. I will never give you a divorce. Never. Do you understand? Never.
As you wish, Mildred. I won't insist.
John, Dr. Calloway has invited me to a séance tonight. I want you to come with me.
Are you trying to communicate with your first husband? If he was really as intelligent as you say he was, I don't think you'll be able to manage it.
At least while he was alive, he was a man. But you, how easily one is deceived by appearances.
I could compete with your deceased husband easily. If it was worth the trouble. Hello.
Hello, Mr. Harrington.
Mr. Harrington,
Hmm?
we'd like to have you take a look at these sketches.
Another time. Who are you?
Hello, my name is Helen Wood. I'm a professional model. I heard you had a vacancy.
How'd you find out?
Oh, a friend of Rosie's told me.
Rosie. She worked for a year here. Left us without warning a couple of weeks ago. Have you worked before?
Here are my references.
Your last job was at Regents. Why did you leave there?
For personal reasons.
Height, 5'7". Weight, 122. 37, 22, 37.
You're half an inch out. My waist is 21 and a half inches.
Have you ever modeled wedding dresses?
Oh, a few times.
Well, here you'll have to do it constantly. And pajamas, lingerie. We specialize in everything a bride might use on her wedding day.
Including the bridegroom.
You seem to be very intelligent. And rather witty.
I think I am.
I can offer you a month's trial at 500 francs a week. And we have to have an exclusive. Taxes and insurance are both included.
I'll take it.
You'll report to Miss Louise.
All right.
She'll show you the routine. Welcome to Harrington and Company. I hope you'll enjoy working with us.
I hope so.
We are congregated here with our remorse, our hates, our loves, our unspeakable desires. And I summon ye, the ones who can still feel pity for those of us alive here. I begin to perceive some kind of message with increasing intensity. This room is being filled with pity, with forgiveness, with compassion. Who are you? Whom do you seek?
Oh, John. Behave yourself. Leave me alone. Don't be naughty. I love you, John. John? I love you, my baby! Ah! I loved you so much, John.
Stop it! Stop it!
Good morning, Mr. Harrington.
Good morning, Inspector Russell. Do you want to ask me some more questions? I'll do anything I can to help you. Only I'm afraid I've told you all I know.
Just passing this way, I thought I'd drop in and pay my respects. This place fascinates me.
It's only a hothouse.
I'm attracted to everything that is an alteration of nature. Like the brain of a mental patient. Even that must be something like your hothouse. Don't you agree?
A curious analogy, Inspector.
An impressive atmosphere. Flowers that are strange. And the birds of crime fluttering about in his brain. A special hybrid.
Heat and watering. And the right fertilizer.
We've drawn a blank regarding those murders. In less than a year, there were 3 women killed. And on their wedding night. Not to mention the 4 missing.
Maybe their husbands weren't too keen about marriage.
Oh, I can accept any crime if I can understand the human impulse that motivated it. When you're dealing with a demented mind...
Well, why do you say that?
Is there another possibility?
A madman can also have good reasons.
For him. But I'm sure in the dark. That's the advantage the criminal has. He operates without logic, you see. Who knows who his next victim will be?
More than 200 couples get married in Paris every day.
The leaves you burn here, huh?
Yes, only leaves.
Have you had any word from Rosie Miller?
No, she left without notice. Look at these lovely flowers, Inspector Russell. They're beautiful, aren't they?
Yeah. Rosie was also quite beautiful.
But, Inspector, she wasn't planning to get married. At least she wasn't just before she left. mentioned before that girls who work in fashion are beautiful and ambitious. Husbands sometimes buy the garments for their wives and use the models for themselves, if you understand.
Thanks.
Now get the same photographs in color.
Yeah, okay. That's it.
Do you think Rosie is taking a secret vacation?
Why not?
Beautiful. Yeah.
Miss Wood.
Excuse me.
This is Helen Wood. She filled a vacancy left by Rosie's departure. Inspector Russell, I'd like to introduce you to Miss Helen Wood.
It's a pleasure, Miss Wood. There ought to be a law against pretty models going away without leaving a forwarding address.
I'm not going anywhere.
Miss Wood.
I'll have to leave you.
Hold it. That's it.
The husbands of your clients are very fortunate men indeed. Oh, I may have to trouble you again.
Just routine, is that right, Inspector?
Simply routine.
Oh, Inspector, don't worry about those girls. I'm sure you'll find them.
Mr. Harrington. Mr. Harrington, I wanted to notify you that I'm going to have to quit working for you
Why?
because I'm getting married.
I want you to stay after the other girls leave tonight.
Come on, hurry up.
What are you doing tonight?
Have an appointment.
See you in the morning. Good night.
Well, hello there. Welcome back. Are you enjoying the movie so far? I am joined now by our official observer, Constance. Welcome, Constance. How are you today?
How am I? Well, let's see. In relation to what exactly are you referring to?
What is your current mental and physical state?
All faculties present and accounted for, sir.
Wonderful, wonderful. So, are you aware of our theme this month being weddings and brides? Have you perhaps ever considered matrimony?
Enter into a legal binding contract, being beholden to another person, while forsaking all others. Why would I want to do that?
Love?
A glandular reaction on unstable emotions. No, thank you. Purely scientific.
You seem rather jaded.
Well, you know, I am a scientist.
Go ahead, flip your script.
She's married to science.
I'm married to science. There we go.
Very good.
Human interactions are but a glandular or chemical interaction and to be studied, in my opinion.
So sort of like children, to be seen and not heard.
Well, I don't know. I haven't really...
Of course, you wouldn't know, would you now? Okay, come now, Constance. There must have been someone somewhere that has intrigued you.
Are you speaking on a physical level?
I guess not.
Absolutely not for a physical level. But intellectually, I am curious.
Oh, fantastic. Please share.
Well, if you must know, I'm intrigued by Cousin Eddie of the vacation movies. Do you know of it?
Cousin Eddie? Really? I would have never expected that. Please, share.
Yes. His character is so interesting. He's a bumbling idiot by all intellectual means, but at the same time, he somehow manages to come out not smelling like a rose, because he's usually, stinking drunk, but, has a positive attitude and, seems to kind of land on his feet, as it were. I'm not sure how, but...
Well, very interesting. This conversation has gone down a path I really never would have expected. So, I don't know what else to say. I think at this point we should just get back to the movie. So, please, enjoy the second segment of Hatchet for the Honeymoon.
Here you see all the dresses created by the House of Harrington since my mother founded the organization in 1927. I adored my mother, and I decided to carry on her work. You're so young and so lovely. Choose whatever dress you like. It will be my wedding gift. Go ahead, choose one.
This is the prettiest, isn't it?
Put it on.
Now?
Yes. Now. I want to see you in your wedding dress. As if tonight really belonged to us. A woman should live only until her wedding night. love once, and then die. Do you hear those footsteps? Someone is tiptoeing inside my brain. Who? Why do I hear those footsteps? John! John! Now you'll turn into another woman. And I'll find out a little bit more. Why that woman keeps calling my name. Why there's so much pain in her eyes. And I'll see her features more clearly. Each time, more clearly. John! John!
Don't you smell something burning? John, what do you find so interesting in the newspaper that you forgot the toast?
Don't do that, Mildred. You know it bothers me.
I was only trying to make your toast edible. Did I tell you I received a letter from my cousin Gladys?
No.
Aren't you going to ask me what she said in it?
You're going to tell me anyway.
She's not feeling well, and she asked me to pay her a visit. To keep her company. So, if you have no objections, I'll go tomorrow.
I have no objections.
Of course you have no objection. For a whole week you can pretend you're divorced. But I promise you I will come back, my dear. You can be certain of that.
Hello, Mr. Harrington.
Hello. What are you doing here?
What do you think I'm doing? I could tell you I knew your wife was going away, and I've come because I wanted to be alone. I might be a model whose sole purpose is to capture her boss. Or Rosie Miller's sister, for example, who wants to ask you, what did you do with my sister, Mr. Harrington?
As a matter of fact, I killed her, raped her, and buried her in the hothouse.
Must have been marvelous. What motive would you prefer to have brought me here?
The real one. That'll be the most interesting. Are you really Rosie's sister?
Would it matter to you if I were?
No.
How often have you been unfaithful to your wife? 3, 4 times?
You ask a lot of questions. That's the only way that you're like other women.
The only way?
There's something different about you. I don't know exactly what it is. Perhaps your eyes. Or your skin. But for me, you're different from any woman I've ever known.
I'm just an ordinary girl. I adore luxury. I'm terribly lazy. And I like to amuse myself doing crazy things.
Oh? What kind of things?
Well, I just turned 23 and I've had several lovers.
How many lovers have you had?
Oh, I never counted them. Not many. Why aren't you happily married?
Every man needs women for different reasons. Apart from love.
Apart from love, why do you need them?
Perhaps to find out something about myself.
You know, I could help you find out about yourself.
I wouldn't want to use you in that way. I don't want to harm you.
I know how to take care of myself.
Do you live here?
Yes, I do, alone.
Well, good night, Helen.
Do you mind if I ask you another question?
No.
Why haven't you kissed me yet?
Please, Mary, come away from here. Come with me. He'll be all right.
No. Please.
I beg you to come. I can't leave you here. I don't want to leave you here.
Listen, Mary, she knows best.
No.
Oh, you've got to understand.
It's for your own good. You must.
I don't want to understand anything. All I know is he's going to die. He was the only thing I ever loved in the world.
I'm not a ghost, my dear. I took the first plane back. I wanted to surprise you, and apparently I did. Where have you been? With some woman? What were the two of you doing? Did you tell her how much you loved your mother?
Mildred.
Did you think I was going to leave you here alone? I sent Gladys a telegram saying I wasn't coming. I don't intend to leave you here alone for a week. Do you hear? Don't even bother dreaming about it. Are you listening? Not a week, not a day, not even a minute. I'll always be here at your side, whether you like it or not. Always. Always.
Why do we torture each other?
Who's torturing whom?
There was a time when we were happy.
Before we got married, to be exact.
We laughed together, made plans, had dreams.
But you were never my husband.
I know, but I wanted you so much.
John.
Then something happened. Right on our wedding night, I heard those footsteps.
What footsteps?
Mildred, I know I should have done something that night. But
John, don't leave me like this. Have pity, die. Don't leave me.
I'll be back in a minute. I promise.
John?
Mildred, you don't want to separate from me. And I don't want you around my neck. What other solution is there? I hated these last years with you. And now, finally, it'll be all over.
But why? Why?
I think it's necessary. It's inescapable. I'm sure of it.
John!
Professor Jankyl here, and I have decided this episode I'm going to take over the round table discussion. And I have thought long and hard about our subject this week, and even though the theme of this particular episode is brides and weddings, I thought for the round table discussion we would talk about everyone's favorite shows. Television shows, yes. I can't wait to hear what everyone thinks. I will start. As a lad growing up, I really enjoyed Doctor Who. Big shock there, huh? The old school Doctor Who with Tom Baker, John Pertwee, Peter Davidson, and the rest. I just love those old cheesy science fiction space operas. Horrible special effects that are just silly, but they worked. And I just love that show. It's bigger on the inside than the outside. So, how about you, Otis?
Anything in a foreign language to help me fall asleep faster.
What is wrong with you?
The list is long and distinguished.
Indeed it do. Personally, Professor, I really enjoy a good mystery. I especially liked the Columbo mysteries. He is such a fascinating character. And he always has one more question to ask. Yes, I I liked the Columbo mysteries.
Nobody better laugh, but I love Buffy the Vampire Slayer.
Hiss, hiss.
Back off, Count. If you besmirch the Buffy, I'll get huffy.
Oh, now settle down, guys. We are all friends here. Yes? Right? Now come on, Otis. There must be something you enjoy on television.
Yeah. Not really. I find it boring and unfunny. Just like this show. Ah!
You, sir, are a fuddy-duddy who wouldn't know a good time if it crawled up your neck and bit you. Hess, hess, fuddy-duddy.
You know who would bite him on the neck? Spike. Spike is the coolest character on TV. The coolest one since the Fonz. He says exactly what's on his mind, and I can respect that. Hey, Spooky! What? Sit on it!
Gentlemen, please. Can we not just have a civilized conversation without tearing at each other's throats? Poor choice of words. But still, can we not insult each other? Just talk and enjoy what each other has to say?
No, we can't. And while we're at it, Professor.
Yes?
Up your nose with a rubber hose! Ah!
You know, Professor, perhaps this is not the preferred company to get Otis to open up, to share, to behave. Perhaps we need to invite someone to join us here.
You wouldn't dare! Yeah, maybe there is a special someone who could tame his tongue. What do you think, Otis? Maybe we ought to invite your wife to join the discussion.
Ah, I see. Perhaps that is something we could discuss down the road in the future. However, I am more interested in what our audience has to say. So please take a moment and let us know what your favorite show is down in the comments. We'd love to hear what shows you enjoy. So before this gets any more heated, I think perhaps we ought to get back to the movie. So let's roll the footage and let's rejoin Hatchet for the Honeymoon.
All right. Where is she? Where is she?
Where's who?
Alice Norton. I know she's in this house with you.
Alice Norton is Mr. Kane's fiancée.
We heard a woman screaming.
Screaming?
Yes, we certainly heard.
Oh, Inspector, you're allowing yourself to be influenced by a very impressionable young man. I'm surprised at you. It's not worthy of you, you know.
No, don't touch me. Leave me alone.
Were these the screams you heard?
Very interesting. You like horror films, do you? I don't find them very entertaining. I keep thinking that reality is more terrifying than fiction. Wouldn't you agree? Another strange disappearance of one of your models, Mr. Harrington, Alice Norton, who hasn't been seen in a week. Since she works at your fashion house and no one saw her leave, well, I thought you might be able to help me. Logical?
No.
It's hard to believe she wouldn't leave word with someone. Alice Norton and Jimmy Kane were to be married before long. Did you know that, Mr. Harrington?
Your visits are becoming too frequent, Inspector. They begin to annoy me.
If you wish to continue this investigation, you'll have to make a formal charge against Mr. Harrington.
So you don't know anything about it?
No.
I must apologize. It was a misunderstanding. Isn't that so, Mr. Kane?
I think so.
Good night, Mr. Harrington.
Good night.
Oh, it's very cold tonight, isn't it?
Yes, quite cold.
It's curious. You seem to be sweating. Very curious.
Dead. Something awakened me that night. It was raining very hard. I crossed the whole house to get to their room. I was afraid because it was so dark. Why did they kill Mummy? Who did it? I want to know who did it.
John!
What are you filling that cup for?
Your wife asked for it.
Can I have a look? Perfect.
The wig for number 12.
Almost ready?
In a minute. The white boots go with model 24.
Yes, ma'am, I'm on my way.
Mrs. Harrington, it's a pleasure to see you here. We thought you were away. Oh, by the way, John, what satin are we going to use for model 25? What would you suggest, Mrs. Harrington? She's gone. Well, then, shall we leave it the way it was? John, is it all right?
Yes, fine.
Come on, Bill, hurry up. It's getting late.
Listen, I'd like a color shot of this for the cover, Jacques. How's it going, Marie?
Fine.
Good. Are you ready?
Mm-hmm.
Do you like that negligee?
Uh-huh.
It looks fine.
Thanks. I'm happy.
Model 11. Subtle breeze. Fashioned from a base of Swiss organdie and appliqued with a spattering of flowers in free form. The flowered cap has a short veil, also in organza. The shoes are of delustered satin with Italian...
Good morning, Betsy. Good morning, Lady Worcester.
Model 12. Summer Moon. This is an Empire-style gown in fur with a cloak of lace. The shoes and stockings are of silver lame. Model 15. Awakening. This one is a nightgown of fine Dutch tulle, worn with slippers trimmed in swan's-down.
Excuse me for a moment, won't you, ladies?
Model 18. Orange flowers. An enchanting ensemble in natural silk and delustered satin. The shoes are buckled.
Inspector Russell.
And once more,
And what brings you here?
It used to be when marriage for a woman was a simple problem of finding success or failure. Now she also has the simple problem of keeping alive. Now, which of those wedding gowns will the next victim be wearing? This one? That one?
I wouldn't know.
I made a routine call to the television station. I asked them to show me the film that was playing that night that we showed up and invited at your house. Strange. But nobody screamed before that scene we saw when you turned on the TV in front of us. Interesting, huh?
Yes, very interesting.
Yeah. Oh, would you like me to tell you my plan for trapping the murderer?
If you want to.
Just patience. Only that. Just patience. Right now, all I can do is wait. But it won't be very long until I'll be able to burst his bubble. Good day.
Good day, Inspector.
A short dress whose top is completely ruffled in handmade lace. The ruffles are repeated at the hem.
A bore, wouldn't you say? My mother still thinks these things are important.
And you don't think so?
If only girls who deserve these dresses wore them, you would go bankrupt.
Do you deserve one?
Certainly not. You don't really think that I'm a lily-white virgin, do you? I'm my own boss. I hope you're going to be present at my wedding. You are?
Sure, why not?
He must like you, and that's something. He's very nervous.
And very lucky. What's wrong with your mother? She's talking to herself.
Are you blind? She's with your wife.
Mildred? Mildred? Mildred, where have you gone to?
I'll never leave you, John. Never. Everyone will see me except you. By your side as always. Always, John. Always by your side. They'll say we're a perfect couple. Always together. Always.
incinerator is too much. Even too much for you, Mildred. I think now you'll leave me in peace. Won't you, Mildred? I hope that finally you're happy. You wanted to be with me, dear. Always. You said so yourself. Whiskey, please. Would you like something, dear?
A whiskey for you, monsieur, and a sherry for madame.
Here's to us, Mildred. Would you like to come home with me?
Your company.
She won't disturb us. We'll go to my house. The three of us. My wife will see something she won't ever forget. Not even in hell.
You rotten pervert! Who do you think you are? Tell him out of here. It has nothing to do with that. Nothing but a pervert.
Okay, let's see this.
Well, here we are in the relaxatorium watching the movie.
What am I doing here again?
Otis, we're here to watch the movie.
But why am I here?
Oh, you fuddy-duddy. Just tell me, are you enjoying the movie so far?
I'd give it 4 out of 5 snores.
Snores? Is that how you rate movies?
Yup. The faster they put me to sleep, the higher I rate them.
Indeedy-do. 4 out of 5 snores must mean this film hits a lot of marks in your book.
Yup. The pacing is slow, the plot makes little to no sense, and the acting is on the level of a junior high school summer program.
Wow. Just wow. So, tell me, what is keeping it from getting that all-essential 5th snore?
Well, when you really think about it, this movie is downright terrifying.
Really? This movie? Terrifying? Do tell.
Isn't it obvious? The guy is being haunted by his dead wife. No matter what he does, he can't escape her.
And that frightens you?
It ought to frighten every red-blooded male in the world. Nothing scarier than a non-stop nagging spouse.
I guess I never thought of that. I suppose it could be somewhat irksome.
Irksome? What are you talking about? It's the stuff of nightmares. Never-ending nagging.
Sort of, like what you do.
What?
What?
Did you say?
Sorry, Otis. We're out of time. We have to get back to the movie.
Are you trying to insinuate I'm a nagger?
There's no insinuation to it. Now, let's get back to the movie. Yes, yes.
Hey, welcome back. Wake up, plant face. No, I didn't mean to be insulting. I'm sorry. Henry. Okay, all right. We're up to the mail segment of the show, and we have some cards and letters. No, we're not going to say that. So, anyway, our first letter here, if I can get it out, is from somebody named Billy. It says, "Hey, little sister, what have you done? Hey, little sister, who's the only one? Hey, little sister, who's your Superman? Hey, little sister, who's the one you want? Hey, little sister, shotgun. It's a nice day to start again. It's a nice day for a white wedding. It's a nice day to start again." Yeah, somebody got a sister issue. Yep, must be some kind of idol. Anyway, let's get to letter number do so. All right. Yes, of course. It's from Honey Brewster, of course. It said, "I was asked if Princess Bride jokes were still in style. Sadly, they're mostly dead. Did you know the couple from Princess Bride can't have kids?" Yeah, I suppose they mean the pirate dude and the princess. Well, they're inconceivable. My. Why did the penguin leave his bride-to-be? Oh, you know this one, huh? Well, you're right. He got cold feet. Boom. I went to a very emotional wedding last week. Even the cake was in tears. Yeah, I don't quite get that one either. All right, two more. Do you know why melons have elaborate weddings? No, and I'm not repeating that. Here it says they cantaloupe. Cantaloupe. And finally, marriage is like a video game. Nope, I've never heard this analogy neither. So, marriage is like a video game. It starts off pretty easy, gets rather hard, and then you end up online looking for a way to cheat. Oh no! That's hilarious and terrible all at the same time. Sheesh. All right, third and final letter. Here we go. This is from somebody named Kerfak. Yeah, I know. I never heard that name before either. Kerfak. It says, "Dear Jankyl and Howle, what up, my dudes? I just found your show and I am loving it. And I'm totally not a made-up dude." Yeah, I'm not touching that one either. "I really like the skillful way you incorporate your wacky bits into the theme of the movie. Can't wait to see what you do next. Do you have a list of movies you are going to show the rest of the season? What about the games you will be playing? I would like to know more. I would also love to see more of the puppets. They are so funny. Keep up the great work. Janky, you keep being janky, and Hal, you surely are a hoot. Signed, Kerfak." All right. Yeah, that was a rather nice letter. Anyway, let me see here. Janky does have a list of the movies that will be shown, but I don't know what they are. And as far as the games, I know that we are going to be playing Skyrim for a little while. Yes, because we're both enjoying it. I like the stabbity, and Janky likes the magic type stuff. So we will be playing that for a little while longer. And we're just trying to have a fun, exciting summer. So if you have any suggestions, though, please feel free to leave them in the comments below, and we will take them under advisement. Well, somebody will, I'm telling you. Anyway, if you would like to send us a letter, you can send us an email right here. Yes, they have to have time to read it. Give it a second. Or, if you would prefer to send us snail mail, no, there's no actual snails that deliver. It's just that it's slower than email, which is not fair to the post office, who does a great job, by the way. But anyway, if you want to send snail mail, you may do so here. No, I know we can't see it. It'll show up later. Janky will put it in. Anyway, that's all we got for the mail segment. So let's get back to the movie. Feel free to like, subscribe, and of course, comment down below.
Here's your bag.
I was in the fitting room and I saw you come up here. May I come in?
Yes, of course. Come closer, Helen. When I was a little boy, this was my room.
We've all had a room like this. And then it gets lost, this room of memories. But you've kept yours beautifully.
Yes, the memories do float about somewhere, vaguely.
You managed to preserve them very well.
Get out of here, Helen.
John, are you ill?
I'm coming to the end of a long road. Our minds get so tired of suffering. Of suffering so. I've got to find out. There's only a little way to go. Only one step more. And I'll have found out everything. Only one step more. The last, Helen.
I didn't expect you to be here, Harrington.
What do you want, Inspector?
The killer tried to get to Lady Worcester's daughter at her house tonight. You were at the reception, weren't you?
Yes.
How long were you there?
Not long. Mr. Harrington and I have been here all evening. We decided to spend the night together. Any objections?
Oh, no, of course not, Miss Wood.
You won't be long, will you?
You seem to be a very lucky man, Harrington. I must say, very lucky. If I were you, I wouldn't press my luck.
Well, hey, Otis! I thought it was time you and I spent some time together.
What are you and Todd about thinking? Don't do it!
Ah! Now settle down there, Scooter. You know, tonight's movie is all about weddings and brides. Have you ever been married?
Yeah. Twice guilty.
Guilty? Why do you say that?
Because marriage is like a prison.
Like prison? Huh? How'd you come up with that one?
Well, you got no freedom, no money, and there's always somebody riding your ass.
Oh! Ouch! But twice? How did that happen?
Well, guess I didn't learn a lesson the first time.
Oh, wow. Okay, well, come on. It can't be all bad. What do you like best about your wife?
That she's not here. Ah!
Oh, wow. Okay, well, you must have at least one happy memory.
I do.
Okay, great. What is it?
Up until the time when I said I do.
Okay, then. Well, if it's so bad, what convinced you to get married in the first place?
The barrel.
A barrel? How did a barrel convince you?
Yup, staring down a shotgun can be mighty persuasive.
Mighty persuasive. Yep, I guess so. Well, I'm not going to touch that. Still, there must be something special between you and your wife.
Well, sure.
All right. Why don't you share?
Well, the love, passion, effort, and time we put in to giving each other a hard time. Huh?
All right. I'm ready to jump off this sinking ship. Let's go ahead and get back to the movie.
Best thing you said all night. Go.
Except, maybe we ought to ask the viewers. Should we invite Otis's wife to the show?
Don't you dare!
Oh, I don't know. What do you think, folks? Let us know down in the comments. Should we invite Otis's wife? Huh. And while you think about it, let's get back to the movie, Hatchet for the Honeymoon.
Don't you do it!
Pardon this interruption. You are certainly very fortunate. I envy you. I'd visit a doctor if I were you. You are sweating again in the cold air. And I can turn into a nuisance. Good evening.
Helen, what are you doing here?
Can't you guess? You don't mind my using your bath, do you? Or getting into your dressing gown?
Why did you lie to help me?
I wanted him to leave so that we could spend some time alone.
You're not afraid to be alone with me?
Me afraid? Not a chance.
Go away. Please. Please go away.
Do you mean it? Really?
Yes. Something unforeseen has happened. Go. Go now. Before it's too late.
I don't want to go. I want to stay. I want to be with you. John. Let's dance.
I never wanted to harm you, Helen. No, I didn't. But I must fit that last piece into place. I must know who did it. I killed my mother. I didn't. I didn't want her to marry again. I killed her. I killed her.
Are you all right?
Yes.
Miss Wood, you're a very courageous young lady.
Helen was the pawn you introduced into the game. Am I right, Inspector? It could have been so nice. I think. Although I suppose it couldn't be. Let's go, Inspector.
Good evening, John. At first you couldn't see me, and now nobody will see me except you. And we'll always be together, at first in the insane asylum, and then in hell for eternity.
No. Go away. I don't want you with me. No. No! Hold it. No! Let me go! No! Make her go! Make her go! No! Back here. I killed her once. I don't want to have to kill her again. No! Oh, no!
Except we got one more part to get through, and that is Mr. Howle's Recap Theater. And we're using the the spongy players this time. So, this is the movie as I perceived it. So if you fell asleep, you're not going to miss anything. I'm going to tell you all about it in under 2 minutes. Well, maybe 3, I don't know. Oh, hey. I'm a really slick dude, and I think I'm crazy, and I like to shave with my shirt off. And I think I'm really cool, and I think I'm crazy, and I think that's really cool. Oh, but you're my husband, and I just don't like you. You're such a bore. What are you saying, honey? I'm saying I don't like you. All right, well, give me a divorce. No, I will never divorce you. You will never be free of me. Well, that kind of sucks. But I live in a house full of beautiful models. Because what I do is I sell wedding dresses. Except there's a dark side. Oh, I'm a pretty model wearing a wedding dress. And I can't stand that. So hackety hackety hack. Oh no! Yes, I have voices in my head. And the only way I can figure out why I have voices in my head is by hacking brides on their wedding nights. And even though it looked like I got the groom, we never talk about that. Don't know why. Oh, my husband, what have you been doing? Nothing. I believe that. I'm going to leave to go see my sister for a week. All right, I will take you to the airport. Fly away. Oh, great, she's gone. Now I can do what I want. Hey, I'm a hot young model, and I know that you killed my sister, but even though I know that, I still am gonna flirt with you. Hey, I'm cool with that. Let's do some dancing. Alright, well, I think I'm gonna go home. Yep, it's a nice night to get my... Hey, what are you doing here? Ha-ha, husband. I decided to trick you. I didn't really go. I came back on the first available flight, and now I'm going to annoy you. Oh, bother. That's irksome. You are an irksome wife. Yes, and I'm going to be irksome to you for the rest of your natural-born life. Okay, well, on that note, let me tell you, I loves you, honey. Oh, do you really? Yeah, I wouldn't just say that so you'd shut up. Oh, for some odd reason, I completely believe you, and now I'm enamored with you. Well, give me just 1 second. Why did you come back wearing a wedding dress? And why are you carrying a cleaver? And why are we calling a cleaver a hatchet for this movie? I don't know the answers to any of those questions, but hackety hackety hack. Oh no, I'm gone. I am a detective, and I know that you are the guilty one. No, you don't. Yes, I do. No, you don't. Yes, I do. Can't prove it. I know, but I will someday. Oh, hey, now that your wife is supposedly missing, maybe we should go out dancing. Okay, let's go dancing again. Oh, where'd she go? I am still here. No, you can't be here. What? How come I can't see you, but everybody else can? I don't know. It's just a plot point. Well, that's crazy. Don't worry about her. Just come with me. All right. Well, you know what? Let me hackety. Oh, block. Karate chop. Chuh. You missed. I did miss. But now I've got the final piece of the puzzle. Turns out I hacked it my mom when she got remarried. And that's why I don't like brides. Busted! And unfortunately, the inspector... Constance, would you hand me the inspector, please?
Certainly, sir.
Thank you. Go ahead and have a seat. Ha-ha! We have caught you red-handed because you made a confession to a murder that we were not even investigating. Curses. Foiled again. But lucky for you, we're sending you to the insane asylum. Oh, but guess what, honey? Oh, no. Yep. Now you are the only one that can see and hear me, and I'm going to be with you forever. First in the insane asylum, and then in H-E double hockey sticks. Ah! And that's the movie. Huh. So, what's up, Connie Clipboard?
I was just observing you. Trying to figure out how your mind works.
Well, put in a quarter, ask a question, right? So, anyway, next week we're going to be showing the movie Piranha. It's not Piranha? Then what are we showing? Oh, apparently it's something called Killer Fish. But it's got piranhas in it, right? Groovy. What else is in it? Lee Majors? Wow! Do you know who Lee Majors is?
I certainly do. He's very handsome.
What's that got to do with anything?
Well, you know, he's easy on the eyes. Nothing wrong with that.
Okay. That seems completely out of character from earlier this evening. Okay, whatever. So, next time, that's what we'll be showing, is Killer Fish. And next week, you should get some more gaming. And if you would like a very special shout out, just send us an email or a snail mail with your message, and we will get it on the show. Until next time, remember, don't be janky!